Mexico is a country where every day people fight to live. All too often, they lose that battle. A magnificent, heartbreakingly beautiful country with music and food and a uniquely Mexican, darkly funny, deeply felt worldview. Right down there, cuddled up beneath us, our brother from another mother.
I took a walk through this beautiful world, felt the cool rain on my shoulder, found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Holy Mother of Santa Muerte, please protect my stash of cocaine. Let it not be interfered with by the cops or the competition. Let any who would mess with me be killed. My enemies destroyed. Please forgive us our sins, for they are many.
So, is business good? I mean, are there more murders, particularly narco murders?
Va en ascenso, va en aumento. La gente opta o por poner un comercio o por vender droga, porque la droga te reditúa dinero muy rápido, ¿no? Entonces, va a haber y va a ir incrementando, ¿no?, la cantidad de muertes relacionadas con esto.
Every day, Mexico wakes up to count the dead. They are, after all, left out to be seen. Often with a helpful note, identifying who done what, and generally speaking, why. There is a language to the never-ending violence, a coded message in the twists and marks of the bodies. And Valente Rosas is one of the many documenting them for the press. This is what he does every night. Rides around waiting for a phone call or a radio message telling him that there's another one.
So, who's buying drugs? Who's selling drugs to who?
Antes se importaba gran cantidad se llevaba gran cantidad de droga a Estados Unidos, pero ya hay tanto consumo nacional que ya también una parte importante de esa droga se queda en México. Pero bueno, a diferencia de Estados Unidos, todavía estamos bien, por llamarle así, ¿no? Ya ves que en Estados Unidos, hay cada loco que se agarra a matar gente y cosas así, está grueso, ¿no?
Here you kill each other for a reason. It's business?
Sí.
More Mexican civilians have been killed since 2006 than all the American military lost in 10 years of the Vietnam War and 8 years of wars in Iraq.
So what do you do if you're one of these cops? You're driving around one night, you see some guy outside of a bar beating somebody or disturbing the peace. You start to arrest him, and he's got a diamond-studded pistol, it's got his name on it. Now you realize you just arrested somebody with serious, powerful connections. What do?
Pues lo dejan libre, ¿no?
You let him go?
Sí.
Why do they always pull their pants down?
Es como el bajarle el pantalón a una
Our
persona.
local fixer, Alex, is here to translate.
In this case, he thinks that they pull the pants down, so check for weapons.
They're loading him into the sheet.
This is the CSI team. So when they were pulling his pants off, money and jewelry started falling from the pockets. Basically, they took the money out of his pockets, and that was the only available spot.
To show that they didn't take anything.
Yeah, exactly. So this is also a drug dealer. The thing here in Mexico is as soon as someone is killed, normally they get candles just right next to it. Sometimes Santa Muerte is related to drug dealings and criminals.
How long have you been doing this?
Como
About 9 years.
How many bodies do you think?
no lo sé.
Hundreds?
Sí, quizá.
How do you push them out of your mind when you're not working?
Lo hace uno como un trabajo. Simplemente
A lot of
llegamos
people
y-
ask him about this, but he said like it's a job, not like any other kind of job. But as soon as he gets home, he just take this cover off and just keep living.
Well, that's a terrible picture. Just that's sad. What happened here?
Esta elefanta pertenecía
There
a un
was an
circo,
elephant called Hilda.
se escapó.
She ran away from a circus, so she basically was crossing the highway and a big bus just ran over it.
Atropellan.
The world we live in now, of all of these pictures, this is the one that would get people most upset. You'd get the most mail, the most, oh my God, you know, what kind of a world do we live in?
Pero esta foto
This was probably the most viewed picture from different media around the world.
80,000 Mexicans have died in the last, 7 years in narco violence.
And this is the most important picture.
As our crew gets ready to crawl back to our hotel, Valente gets the call we thought we'd been waiting for. One dead male, shot in head. A note pinned to his chest.
no tiene mucha señal esta madre.
In Mexico, people fight to live every day. One man stands alone, facing another man. His intent? To beat his opponent with his fists until he can resist no more. A match, yes, but more accurately, a fight. Jorge La Sierra is a former bantamweight title holder. With his father, Jorge Sr., and his son Alexis, he trains aspiring fighters in this gym in the Santa Anita neighborhood of Mexico City. He knows that these young men, like generations of boxers everywhere from other neighborhoods like this, are looking for a way out.
In Mexico City, boxing is kind of like save your life. You know what I mean? Boxing, they give you like a little discipline.
Let's say you're good, but you're not that good. Can you make a living just being a contender?
No, but a lot of fighters, they try to make it. Tons of boxers, they want to be a champion.
So everybody wants to be a champion.
Everybody wants to get for the big shot, but you know, it's just one.
Those are bad odds. The history of boxing is not kind. I mean, most managers and promoters, they don't really give a shit about the fighters.
They don't.
They use them up, but at the end, they leave a guy all broken down, no money, and scrambles brains.
We just like a prostitutes. You know what I mean?
In this area, what are your options? If you drop out of high school,
Nothing. It's just like being on the street, snatching, you know, robbing, and a lot of kids in the hood, they're gonna say, hey, let's go kidnap that guy.
big industry.
Everybody here now wants to be a soccer player or a boxer because they make money here.
Who's got a longer career, a narco or a boxer?
I don't know. Might be 50-50. I mean, narco, you can last longer.
You can.
You know, you're protected by the police. You just paid off. Nobody's gonna touch you.
Expensive protein shakes and dietary supplements? Not so much. Boxers here eat what they can afford.
The food here is good and it's cheap. You know, in Mexico, there's no middle class here.
You're either poor or you're really, really rich.
I mean, it's a crazy thing. The minimum wage here is like 50, 60 pesos, which is like a $5. Not an hour, a day.
But on the other hand, that's why Mexican fighters are so exciting. They're hungry.
Exactly. We're hungry.
Y México 72, en vivo.
To Tepito is a city within a city, its own thing, either the dark center or the beating heart of Mexico City, depending on your point of view. It's the home of Santa Muerte, the skeletal Saint Death. This is where they come. The impoverished, the oppressed, the marginalized, the criminal. People for whom the traditional church has less relevancy. For the unforgiven and the unforgivable. For those on whom the Catholic saints have turned their backs, there is Santa Muerte. This is a place, and Santa Muerte is a saint that accepts everybody. Death to my enemies written on a votive candle. Let's face it, we've all prayed for that at one point or another. Tepito is a poor neighborhood for sure, and a tough one. A center of commerce, both above board and not.
¡Esos que están filmando!
But perhaps a breakfast beverage first. A michelada. One giant beer with lemon, chili powder, salt, and Maggi sauce.
It's a sizable morning beverage.
My companion, blogger, and chronicler of the city, Jorge Pedro.
Wow, a whole season of The Walking Dead for 25 cents.
You want to buy something? Tepito's got it. Looking for some cheap underwear? Pirated copies of Man vs. Food seasons 1 through 5? This is where you find them.
So this all seems very wholesome. I mean, you know, where could I buy a gun, some heroin, and a prostitute? I was looking forward to that. It's,
Let's say that Tepito has many layers,
right?
and we are in the surface.
Okay.
We are among movies, clothing, families, but I don't think it's as easy as to be Candice to ask, where can I get a gun? Probably they will kill you if you ask that. You know San Juditas? San Juditas, no?
Patron saint of
Hopeless cases.
lost causes.
It's become very popular in the last years.
A lot of good smells here, man. Yeah, a lot of good-looking food.
My happy place is somewhere in here. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, we already hear migas.
Beautiful.
La güera.
Wherever there's bones and guts simmering in broth, chances are I'll be happy. Writer, sociologist, and lifelong resident of Tepito, Alfonso Hernandez, apparently feels the same way.
So this is supposed to be a bad neighborhood. This is the best. I love this neighborhood.
¿Se da cuenta que no?
Bueno, tiene fama de ser el barrio de las almas.
It is known for being the Lost Souls neighborhood. It is called Ángeles neighborhood, like angels
Right.
being there, but in Tepito there are no angels but lost souls.
What's the saying?
Comer bien,
Eat well.
coger fuerte,
And,
enseñarle los huevos al amor.
and showing los huevos to the death.
Show your balls to the devil or to the
death.
I didn't know.
On the menu, migas. The base comes from boiling cracked ham bones to release the marrow, to which garlic, onion, cascabel peppers, and epazote is added. Thickened with stale bread and leftover tortillas.
You got nothing. You make something really awesome out of nothing.
The grandmothers had the creativity to taking advantage of the bones of the pigs, and now it's a gourmet dish.
Any great old culture where there's poverty, there's something like this. Yeah, by the way, if you're watching this, after you do this, you really got to wash your hands before you touch your dick. Okay? That's a rookie mistake, going to take a piss right after.
She's asking you if you liked the migas, if you enjoyed
Yeah, it's good. Delicious. So these guys have been open for 65 years.
All the members of the crew are relative.
Is there hope for social change in this country?
Lamentablemente,
Unfortunately, Mexico has become the Tepito of the world. Tepito is still the synthesis of the Mexican.
Not a lot of upward mobility here. the rich get richer, the poor get ground slowly under the wheel. Eduardo Garcia has hacked his way up the ladder to become chef, owner of the city's hottest restaurant.
I grew up in the States. I was a migrant worker picking fruits and vegetables as a kid. My parents didn't earn a lot of money, so I decided to work rather than go to school.
The restaurant business, as I well know, ain't no picnic. And in Mexico City, it's particularly rough.
Mexico has a reputation where we all know that the country is run by corrupt politics. You have to stand up for what you believe. If you don't, people will run you over. You won't last a minute. I don't let people bully me around.
Garcia runs Maximo Bistro with his wife, Gabriela. Here's the kind of extra helping of crap you gotta deal with if you run the hottest restaurant in Mexico City. In 2013, the spoiled daughter of the head of Mexico's Consumer Protection Agency walks in and demands a table when there's, unsurprisingly, no table available. When Garcia says, sorry, no can do, she pulls a you know who I am and then calls daddy and gets the health inspectors in to shut the place down.
So your other customers basically started taking pictures of them with their cell phones?
Next thing you know, we have the media outside, and this is Friday.
Right.
Sunday morning, we're front page of one of the most important newspapers in Mexico.
Well, it was very embarrassing to the government.
And it should be.
Because they got caught doing what they do all the time. But if you were not the hottest restaurant in town, if you were just running a cantina, you know, a few blocks away,
I would have been.
they would have closed you down and that's that.
Right now, a defiant, young, creative generation of Mexican chefs like Eduardo are performing some of the most exciting new cooking anywhere on earth. A mixing of the very old and traditional with the very new.
So you worked at Le Bourdain?
As a kid, yes. One of the jokes throughout the whole time that I worked is, how old are you? I'm 18. You've been 18 for 3 years. Those are abalone from Baja. Yeah, I told you I love butter. I use it even for some Mexican dishes, and then just some roasted chile serrano just to give it a nice little kick for me.
They're finished with lemon and, of course, brown butter.
Beautiful. Very delicious. Very Mexican, very French. Brown butter, it's awesome. Makes everything better.
Of course. I think the most important thing about Mexican cuisine in general, if it's traditional, it's the ingredients.
Confit of suckling pig topped with grandma's salsa, an instant classic.
How about it? No, you do it like the Mexican way. Pick it up and go.
Wow. Pretty hard to imagine anything better than that. Yeah, you're stuck with this dish forever, man.
Forever.
And I'm gonna be like Mick Jagger, you know, 50 years from now, singing Satisfaction. There's no getting away from it, man. This is so good. This is a classic.
But even now, with all his success, Garcia is still fighting a struggle most Mexicans are all too familiar with.
What happened that day happens every day. And the promise always is, we're gonna shut you down, you don't know who I am. And for me, I'd rather close my restaurant than live like that. If you close my restaurant, I will go across the street, I will go to another state, or I will go to another country, and I still will make a good restaurant.
Under former President Felipe Calderón, Mexico launched a concerted war on drugs, ostensibly against the notorious and seemingly untouchable cartels. Absolutely no one can say with any credibility, by the way, that Mexico's war, or our trillion-dollar war,
Just say no.
has had any effect in diminishing the flow of drugs into our country. One very brave journalist has uncovered exactly how deep the rot of corruption and dirty money has penetrated into every level of Mexican institutions.
My grandmother is from Oaxaca, so how we used to drink the mezcal is never with lemon, it's with orange.
It was not what a lot of people wanted to hear, much less see published. Today, Anabel Hernandez, author of the groundbreaking expose Los Señores del Narco, lives under guard in a secret location. The threat, very, very real and very explicit.
Do you think there was ever a minute when the Calderon war on drugs,
Yeah.
was it ever genuine?
No, who really started the war against the drug cartels was Vicente Fox. Felipe Calderon just followed that instruction, but he didn't really do anything new. He just did it worse. Since the beginning, the plan of the government was protect the Sinaloa cartel and fight against the enemies of the Sinaloa cartel.
Of the 7 major Mexican cartels, the Sinaloa cartel is considered the most powerful, with the farthest reaching and most pervasive tentacles extending deep into every corner of government, banking, and private industry. Its rivals, the Tijuana cartel, the Gulf cartel, the Juarez cartel, the Beltran-Leyva, La Familia Michoacana, and the particularly murderous Los Zetas. The cartels are responsible for importing roughly 3/4 of all illegal narcotics to America.
In your work, you've uncovered what had to be some very embarrassing and incriminating associations and connections between very high elected officials, the presidents and entire administrations, and acts of incredible criminality. How did that change your life?
Well, when I started to make this investigation on 2005, and I really understand that it would be very dangerous. I have to say that it wasn't really a surprise for me what happened after I published my book. What I didn't expect is that the threats came from the federal government.
Anabel says that one of her sources warned her that the biggest threat was from within, that one of the most highly placed, most senior law enforcement officials in Mexico had ordered her killed.
Because in my book, I put his name and also show some documents that proves that he was involved. He was in the payroll of the Sinaloa cartel.
What happened to this man?
Right now, he's very happy, drinking rum, I think, building many enterprises, fake enterprises, laundry, his money.
To me, the weak link are the bankers. A banker who launders money. He's got a family, he's got a reputation, he gives money to charity, his neighbors think he's great, his kids think he's wonderful. He's got something to lose. So I wouldn't be prosecuting drug dealers, I'd be prosecuting bankers.
The name of my book is Los Señores del Narco, because Los Señores del Narco are not only El Chapo Guzmán and the leaders of these cartels, no! Los Señores del Narco are also these, the politicians and bankers and the businessmen. The people have to know who are these people, name by name.
You've been a journalist for how long? Since
20 years.
20 years. Your father was kidnapped and killed in 2000?
My father was a businessman. In that year, many gangs used to kidnap the businessman just for money. So when we went to the police and asked them to investigate, they said, well, if you pay us, we will make the investigation. So as family, we decide to pay because you cannot buy the justice. Since that, I really try to fight against corruption. That's why I'm doing what I do. Because I think that corruption is the worst problem in Mexico. The drug cartels are maybe the worst face of that problem, but the problem in the deep is the corruption. The corruption is the mother of all our problems in Mexico.
It should be pointed out that 88 journalists, how many journalists have been killed in this country?
90 now.
90 journalists now have been killed or disappeared over the last few years.
Yeah.
Here, You could kill a journalist and get away with it. Why are you still here?
I have lost many things in my life. My father was the most important person in my life. I already lost everything. I don't have any life anymore. I don't have a social life. I don't have a sentimental life. I don't have anything. I just have my work and my family. And my work of journalist is everything for me. I really believe that good journalists can change the world. I have received many offers to go outside to France, to Sweden, and other countries. I don't want to leave. It's my choice. My choice is fight.
I came to Oaxaca for mezcal. I like mezcal more and more these days. And this guy, Ron Cooper, finds and sells some of the best mezcal in the world. We're at the Zapotec ruins of Monte Alban.
In pre-conquest Mexico, there were gods and goddesses of intoxication and ecstasy. The touch of a lover, the smell of a flower, the aha of an idea, all had gods and goddesses that took responsibility for those things.
All of your mezcals come from different villages, and
Yes.
only that village.
And only one maker in that village. We call our stuff single village mezcal because most mezcals are made with a blend of different villages all put together. No one goes home and has a cocktail in these Indian villages. They wait until there's a special occasion. Every birth, death, confirmation, baptism, there's a fiesta. A wedding is 8 days. You invite 200 people. You feed them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have a band every day. And then they really consume. Don't drink yet. For Mother Earth and our ancestors. And then you say Stijibeo.
Stijibeo. That's extraordinary. Back in the day, it was cheap stuff with a worm in it, and there were rumors that if you ate the worm, you'd start tripping, that there was a hallucinogenic component to mezcal. Now, is there a particular kind of a high? Is this an enlightening high? Is this a good high?
The high is humorous. You have these funny thoughts dancing around the back of your head.
Happy, witty drum.
Yes.
In Oaxaca, ancient indigenous traditions and ingredients define not only the mezcal, but also the food.
One of the main reasons people visit our city is to eat.
This is Alejandro Ruiz Olmedo, one of Mexico's best chefs. He started cooking young. When he was 12, his mother died, and it fell on him to raise and feed his 5 siblings.
But this is what we call tasajo.
Today, he draws much of his inspiration from Oaxaca's central market.
Probably America's most beloved food is what they think is Mexican food.
Yes.
And I think most Americans' view of Mexican food is like beans, fried tortilla, melted cheese, and some chicken.
Yes.
In fact, and particularly when we're talking about Oaxaca, this is a deep, really sophisticated cuisine.
That's correct. Oaxaca has these different microclimates all over our territory, and that gives us this enormous amount of spices, products, fruit, chilies.
Like 500,000 varieties of corn, something like
Yes,
that.
correct.
Right? I mean, this is really where the good shit grows.
Ya estamos aquí. This is stands of barbacoa, and this lady here, it's always making like the best.
Tender.
Yes. Tender, tasty.
Man. Greens and crunch.
Cabbage. and cilantro. Buen provecho.
Oh, unbelievably good. Just so tasty.
And they're gonna give us some consomme.
Man, deep. It's good. All right, I'll finish this. This is just too damn good.
People have this barbecue, especially on Sundays. It's a tradition to have barbacoa.
Just so tasty.
All this pasillo is full of chiles, no? People think that Mexican food has to be necessarily spicy because of the chiles we use. And we go for flavors, not for the spiciness.
What most people miss is how really deep and really sophisticated the sauces here can be. Like Lyon is to France.
Yes.
Oaxaca is to Mexico in my experience.
You're right.
You know?
Also,
Really-
from my experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not kissing your ass here. I was just in
Please don't do
Lyon.
that.
This is Vicky's place. She's been cooking up traditional Oaxacan dishes in the market for 30 years.
Whoa, that's awesome. When he's cooking the egg right on the camal. Oh, man. So the guy working the camal, first of all, a lot of the camal you see now are metal. That's old school, super old school. That's the way they did back in Zapotec times, man.
Yes, correct.
On the clay camal.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm looking up there, he's doing our tortillas.
Yes.
And he's doing, it's one of my favorite things, the zucchini flowers with the string cheese. Oh, that's so pretty to see.
Olmedo's cooking, his focus, his passion have very old, very deep roots.
My parents were farmers in a small village like mine. Since you are 6, 8, 7, you have a role to develop in the family.
Right.
So my role was to water the chile plantation, the tomato plantation, to milk the cows, and help my mom while she was making tortillas like that. She would give me directions and telling me, okay, roast the chiles, roast the tomatoes. I tell you how to prepare molcajete salsa. So that was at the beginning of my profession,
Right.
cooking, learning from the knowledge of how a tomato should taste like when you cut it directly from the plant.
The way it should taste.
That's
old
right.
school. Oh, man. Happy.
This is what you should do. Try the egg first, like
All
this.
right. Or just grab a hunk. Here.
Yes. And then put salsa.
Yeah. I haven't been anywhere in Mexico where the cooking is better than here.
This is a way to preserve our culture through our food.
The quiet little town of Teotitlan del Valle is about 15 miles outside of Oaxaca. A town where the arts, crafts, and traditions of the pre-Hispanic Mexico are celebrated and packaged for consumption. Abigail Mendoza and her sister Rufina are Zapotecan, original people from Mexico before the Spanish, before the Aztecs. This is her restaurant, where Abigail has been grinding corn by hand, making masa and moles like this, the ridiculously faithful, time-consuming, difficult, traditional way she was taught to make these things, and the way she's been making them since she was 6 years old. Look at her hands, by the way. Small, surprisingly delicate, given all the hard work, all the pushing, kneading, grinding, stone against stone over the years. Then look at her forearms, the power there. It's impressive and beautiful.
Every time you enter a house in Oaxaca, especially in the small villages, they always offer you a shot of mezcal.
So good.
Següesa, a mole and chicken dish. This mole sauce, like a lot of the real old-school moles made by masters like Abigail, uses 35 different types of chile peppers and takes more than 2 weeks to make.
Do you think that until recently, until guys like you, that Mexicans were not looking back at their own food culture, they were looking elsewhere? What was going on?
We were conquered. We were also a culture that was conquered first by the Aztecs, and then we were conquered by the Spaniards. So we were always told that everything that was good and excellent has to be imported.
Right.
And what we had here, it was just not good.
Right. Another Zapotecan classic, chile agua, a simpler dish of cow and pork brains cooked with chilies, tomatoes, and yerba santa.
As a cook, the main thing I learned was to develop a little bit my cuisine here. There was this space where nobody tried to innovate. Still using the same techniques, the same ingredients, the same flavors, herbs, etc. But, developing a little bit. Muchas gracias. Muy amable, gracias.
También muy prehispánico.
I mean, that's as old school as it gets. This is super ancient.
A finer dish than this one you cannot have. This is something that you do not find anywhere else in Mexico.
A quiet night in the Zócalo, the central square of Oaxaca. But even tonight, there's plenty of evidence of the struggle, the discontent boiling just under the surface. The graffiti and painting of this street artist, who goes by the name Yesca, captures that spirit of Oaxacan protest.
The Last Supper, for sure.
It's a Last Supper, but Mexican Last Supper.
Who are these people?
It's the most powerful people in Mexico, people that is driving Mexico. This is Peña Nieto, the president right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is Felipe Calderón,
Right.
the last president.
The last president.
And that guy is like the economy guy,
Right.
who is moving the economy in
Mm-hmm.
Mexico. And this is the army. This is a prostitute. It's represent because they are like prostitutes.
Right.
You know?
And
In middle is
Jesus.
the narco traffic.
The middle.
Yeah, he's like the god in Mexico, because he is like over.
all of it.
Yeah,
So this is the way Mexico works.
yeah. For me, the most problem in Mexico is the corruption.
Mexico can be a dangerous place for journalists, for politicians, for police. Is it a dangerous place for artists?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because if you not agree with the government, you are like enemy.
In 1936, the town of Cuernavaca, 50 miles from Mexico City, was visited by Malcolm Lowry, a tormented, self-loathing, brilliant, and hopelessly alcoholic author. His life work, Under the Volcano, was set here. It is widely believed to be one of the great novels of the 20th century. Lowry saw symbolism and evil everywhere here. In the deep barrancas, the looming volcano that towered overhead. Writer, poet Javier Cecilia, one of Cuernavaca's most celebrated residents, has reason to see evil too. On March 28, 2011, narcos kidnapped and murdered his son, Juan Francisco, and 6 other equally blameless innocent victims. Cecilia found himself moved to march to Mexico City to demand an end to the increasingly futile so-called war on drugs that was mindlessly grinding up so many victims in the crossfire and in the margins.
In Under the Volcano, the evil that's coming is fascism, Nazism. What is the heart of the infernal machine today?
una nueva forma del totalitarismo, que es el dinero y la disputa de los territorios para controlar el dinero, tanto por parte del Estado como por parte del crimen organizado, que casi son lo mismo en mi país.
What does he want to say? What does he want people to hear?
¿Qué es lo que quieres que la gente oiga?
Necesitamos detener esta guerra. Es una guerra que nos está matando hijos, hijas, que nos está haciendo perder la democracia, que tiene al país balcanizado y roto, que necesitamos encontrar la paz y la justicia que no tiene este país.
Can he think of one place on earth where the good guys are winning and where you are not ground under the wheels of the machine?
Donde la gente pone por encima la vida humana y la relacionalidad amorosa, ahí está una sociedad, ahí está en el centro del horror, la vida y la paz. Donde hay unos seres que se niegan a aceptar la muerte, se niegan a aceptar que se sigan matando, que sigan arrojando cuerpos en las calles decapitados, donde hay una sociedad que puede decir, está el ser humano por encima de cualquier cosa, ahí está la vida, ahí hay un buen lugar.
Have you written a poem since the death of your son?
No, escribí un último poema cuando supe del asesinato de Juan Francisco, de mi hijo, y con ese cerré mi actividad como poeta que escribe poemas.
As I have come to know in my own life, drugs, even drug addiction, can be a survivable event. Death is not. Death is final.
a pretinha pra mim. Eva, me leva pra paquear, eu quero ver. Eva, me leva pra paquear. I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
In Bahia, you find yourself in the heart of Brazil, where the magic comes from. If you want to get there, just follow the sound of the drums. This is Salvador da Bahia, city of 3 million people, first capital of Brazil, the wellspring for everything African and spicy, where things seem to just sway and move constantly. It's a place where everybody is sexy, where even the ugly people are hot. Unsurprisingly, this is where artists come from. African spiritualism, a occult magic, candomblé, capoeira.
Caipirinha?
And caipirinhas. Did I mention caipirinhas? They do those here too. I like them. I like them a lot.
What's magical about this cocktail is the first taste, it's like, I don't know, man. It's a little too something. And then like that second sip, it's like, oh, that's kind of good. Then the third sip, it's, where are my pants?
Fortunately, food in these parts tends to be, shall we say, hearty. For instance, a delightful meal of fried meat with plenty of absorbent starch product like farofa, the perfect accompaniment to many, many caipirinhas.
Oh, excellent. Obrigado. Now we're talking. It's a tough town for vegetarians. Oh, chorizo, good. And I'll have 6 more of these, please. People are staring at me and say, look at that. The heave and hump of an American, how much he's eating. Just line him up, my friend. Thank you. Obrigado. Yeah. So nice walking around here. The audio component's really amazing. There's always drums somewhere.
Isso para mim é uma coisa que me faz me movimentar. Eu gosto de encontrar lugares, descobrir pessoas, descobrir histórias, descobrir tudo que está acontecendo dentro da cidade. E é isso. Eu vivo isso o tempo todo.
Welcome to Salvador, my friend.
Good to be here. Again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Love it here.
Well, please, one cup for you, man. Oh, come on, Joe. Welcome to Salvador, right?
Thank you.
What a good see.
This is Claudio and Marilia. It's good to have friends in a place like Salvador. In fact, you're pretty much lost without them.
Saúde. Aqui na garrafa for next stop.
Right.
Cool.
Tuesday night in Palo.
Yeah, man. And the Tuesday nights are very interesting. Many people come to church first.
Right.
Next, going to drink around, right? Try something, listen good music. And the corner here, man.
People have to work tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's Brazil, right?
Yeah, it's Brazil, but you have this kind of behavior here in Pelourinho, but not in whole city.
So how different is Salvador from Rio and Sao Paulo?
Man, Salvador is a mother, you know. The music here, the candomblé, the architecture, this area is amazing, man.
It is.
It's amazing. And for eat, drink, history, memory, anything.
Pelourinho, Pelo for short, was Salvador during the Portuguese colonial period. It's almost always a party, a series of parties actually, but tonight is special.
Oh, look at the smell, man.
Smells good.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Is it good?
Go, where to next?
Go to the stairs.
Yeah.
I like to bring in you today because you come here, people everywhere. This is our free party. You can dance, you can drink your beer everywhere. It's good to see the show inside. It's amazing. Woo!
that?
What is it?
It's cravinho, clove and mixed with honey, lemon.
Alcohol?
Yes.
Alcohol of unknown origin dispensed from atop the head of the stranger?
Oh,
that's good.
That's good?
Mama always said that was a good idea.
Viva Salvador!
I don't know if it's the booze, or the music, or the tropical heat, but after a while bouncing from place to place, wandering down old cobblestone streets, different music issuing from everywhere, a different party, people flowing out of buildings, one gathering commingling with another, the music mixing. It really does seem that everybody is moving to some mysterious, unknowable pulse, some unheard throb that moves people to constantly touch each other, stroke hips, necks, limbs. To know that of over 12 million Africans dragged, ripped, and kidnapped from their homelands, nearly 5 million ended up in Brazil. 1.5 million of them in Bahia alone. Pelourinho became the locus of a vast infrastructure of plantations and the slave trade that powered them, making this city in northeastern Brazil the most opulent in the New World. Pelourinho, it's worth pointing out, gets its name from the whipping post. 100 years after slavery was outlawed in Brazil, Pelourinho had been forgotten. But of course, the neighborhood had its charms. If you were an artist, a musician, a writer, you could afford to live here. Cheap rent for longtime locals, or shiny new art galleries and hipster cafes. We know which way the current of history runs.
Eu vivo aqui pensando como sobreviver. O mundo vai girando e o novo sol vai nascer. E as pedras vão rolando ao amanhecer. E a gente acreditando que o novo sol vai nascer. Seus olhos puros e ardentes, clareando minha mente, eu vivo sonhar sempre com você. Musa inspiradora, não me deixe só. Preciso de você para criar o reflexo da vida e mostrar para o mundo a verdade no corpo e na alma, antes que seja tarde demais.
Here, though, one man stands alone. Jaime Figura, a poet, sculptor, painter, musician. Now, perhaps, his own greatest artistic creation. He's chosen to hide his face from view and to stand in opposition, an eyesore, a rebuke, a defiant, guar-like embarrassment to the occupiers.
As he dresses now, this is for protection, but as I understand, also protest.
E essa sua forma é uma forma de protesto também?
Foi porque eu perdi meu emprego. Além de perder meu emprego, de ter rasgado meu paletó, roupa, porra toda, entendeu? Ainda vi uns filha da puta de lá da periferia me bater, entendeu? Me agredir, achando que eu tava errado, que eu era isso e aquilo, entendeu? Aí piorou mais a situação. Aí coloquei a máscara de ferro, entendeu?
It's a kind of protest, but also protection. You know?
Who's the enemy?
Quem são os inimigos? Ele tá perguntando quem são.
Os inimigos são todos.
Everyone.
Quem vê cara não vê coração.
You see face, you not see heart, né?
How long have you been wearing the armor? How long?
Há 46 anos atrás.
46 years.
46 years. No, that was a long time ago. You ever go to the beach?
Eu gosto de ficar na sombreira só.
No sun. Only shadow
Only the
beer,
darkness.
and beer. No
You're
sun.
goth, dude.
Whisky com água de coco.
Whiskey and coconut, but not sun. No sun.
Mas entrar na água eu não vou, não.
Not
pai.
water, not sun.
Just down from where we're sitting, Jaime's Pelourinho studio. His water and power have been shut off, but he insists he's going nowhere.
Brazil is supposed to be about what? Music, dancing, sun, hot women. Does he reject those things? Does he think that's bull?
É que eu tô no país errado, tô na cidade
It's
errada.
the wrong country, he tells.
É,
I
aconteceu.
am in the wrong country.
Where would the perfect place be?
A cidade do rock.
The Rock City.
Rock City. That's Detroit.
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 Detroit, Rock City. What music inspires him?
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, though. I think they're touring, actually.
Que mais?
Nirvana.
Nirvana. Metallica?
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Metallica, Beethoven.
Carlos, what do you think about all this? I think anybody who comes here recognizes immediately that this is a really uniquely extraordinary and, despite many problems, a uniquely wonderful, magical place.
It's a magical place, but also for us, for me and for him. Here is a place where many people, black people, have suffered. There is still one kind of karma of this old history here, you know?
So what is the real Pelourinho?
Qual é o Pelourinho real? Ele tá querendo saber qual
O Pelourinho real somos nós.
We are
Que
the real
frequentamos
Pelourinho.
aqui,
We are.
dia a dia, dando vida a essa merda. Entendeu?
Giving life for the... We are the real Pelourinho.
Meu nome é Jaime Figura. Eu estou aqui no Pelourinho, na Babilônia, a nossa Babilônia, que ninguém vai tomar. É tudo nosso. Na verdade, eu gosto de vocês, entendeu? Só que tem umas pulguinhas que ficam me enchendo o saco, atrapalhando a minha vida, entendeu? Mas eu tô aqui pra fazer meu rock and roll e meu lugar é aqui no Pelourinho!
I don't like pina coladas, but I like walking in the rain. I like wandering through markets as much as the next guy, but what I really like are neurotoxins. In Japan, they call it fugu. Yeah, its eyes, ovaries, and internal organs are just packed full of varying amount of toxins. And some hysterical ninnies will tell you that tetrodotoxin present in the blowfish is 1,200 times more potent than cyanide. And they'll tell you how if it's consumed, you remain conscious while your muscles gradually become paralyzed and death, like a slow-moving freight train, looms closer and closer. And whatever you do, just make sure you cut out that liver. I say, bull.
So, we're eating blowfish.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
Like the Japanese, they like the poison stuff?
I know, yeah.
So do but they remove the liver, the skin, and all
It's
that?
supposed to be removed properly.
Right, properly, right. I saw a Simpsons episode, I think.
This guy make it great.
Poisonous blowfish moqueca recipe. Add to said fish lemon, coriander, onion, tomato, coconut milk, dende oil, cover, and simmer. I am confident in this cook I don't know. And in this man, Bel Bourdain, my host and an aficionado of this dish.
Smelling good.
Bon appetito, monsieur.
Thank you.
There's a lot of pepper, huh?
Oh, yeah, good pepper. Nice and spicy. I can't feel my legs. Is that a bad thing?
Bel is an artist, after all, a very famous one. So he knows about neurotoxins. He comes from a long tradition of artists who have found inspiration in Bahia.
there something about Salvador you think that it's conducive to an artistic sensibility? I mean, there's so much color here and music and
Lights, the light here is beautiful.
the light is really special. I mean, just the colors of the city are amazing. The colors of the people are amazing, and the way they move.
They move.
I don't know, when I first came here, I thought everybody in this city looks like they just got, or they're on their way to go. So this was the Central Market back before supermarkets. This is where everybody did their shopping, right?
Oh, yes. You know what? This is the real Brazilians here. The real Bahias.
Right.
This place is the intestine of the city. They sell shrimps and stuff here, oil and stuff. This kind of oil we call dende, palm oil.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, however you want to call it.
And I love the dende oil. You know, it takes some getting used to. The first time I was here, you know, you eat it, you shit like a mink for hours afterwards. But now, no problems. I've been eating this all week, loving it. We're on your 5th time in Brazil.
You're developing resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're sure it's good.
There you go, buddy. Hope you like spicy. He's a Brazilian cat. He's got to like spicy.
Oh, muito obrigado, meu amor.
A little cachaça?
Yes.
Told you. Yeah, that'll set you right.
I think now you're protected from the poison.
Right. We're coming up to the World Cup, and I think a lot of people are going to be reading about crime and all of that. How do you think it's going to go, the World Cup? Disaster, or it's going to somehow work out?
I think it'll be a success. It'll be a successful.
You think it'll be a success?
I'm sure of it.
Salvador is one of the host cities for the 2014 World Cup. A huge stadium has recently been completed, but a lot of people are worried, concerned if Brazil is ready. I've been told thousands of prostitutes are studying tourist-appropriate languages in preparation. So probably a lot of people are going to get laid, a lot of people are going to get robbed, a lot of people are going to get laid and robbed.
Have you ever been here in Carnival?
No.
It's
Well, that's
the World Cup beside Carnival.
And that works out, right? That's not a slaughter fest.
It's a breakfast.
Right.
I think it happens, but it works.
I think Salvador in particular is a place where,
May I?
Thank you. No matter what, people should come. Even people who are afraid to travel, who say, oh, well, but I hear, no, you know what? Live your life, man. Come, you should not miss a place like this, because there aren't a lot of places in the world that even come close to this.
Look our food. Today, I invited you to have this dish. We're not doing to die. Because
I'm pretty sure
we are not born to die.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mr. Muffin Stuff over here is going to suddenly jump on me and start clawing my face.
If the poison was active, she was dead.
Right. Ooh, I didn't think of that. I shall call you Canary.
We are not born for dying.
No.
O mar, o pescador, Salvador, tudo é junto. Sem o mar, nós não somos ninguém. Isso aí é uma paixão. O mar é uma paixão. Você vai lá uma vez, você não quer sair mais. E os pescadores que vivem disso aí é a vida da gente. A vida do pescador. O pescador gosta disso. Se não tiver o mar, quando ele está revolto, olha, o pescador sofre, porque ele não consegue viver sem o mar, mesmo ele não indo lá e não conseguindo nada. Mas ele tem que estar no mar, porque é a vida dele. E sem o mar não tem vida.
The Bay of All Saints, a vast natural harbor, allowed Salvador to prosper. Tucked along its shore, if you look hard enough, you'll find a small grouping of shacks roofed in corrugated tin. This is where a local fishermen's association brings their catch to sell to wholesalers and then relax after a long day on the water. Catch of the day, the prized big red snapper. Rub with sea salt, lemon, olive oil. Grill over charcoal. Enjoy view.
So everybody here is fishermen?
Todo mundo aqui são pescadores.
Pescadores, profissionais.
Pescadores autênticos.
Meet Maloka, a very special guy. He's been working as our head of security, and as for reasons that are immediately obvious, he enjoys respect and reputation on the streets. But he also comes out of this neighborhood, and these guys are his friends.
How's business now? I mean, a lot of fish out there? Fishing business good?
Como é o negócio agora? O mar dá certo, traz monte de...
Olha, não, agora tá razoável. Tem época que também dá um pouco, tem época que não dá nada, tem época que também ganha mais um pouco.
Lunch wouldn't be complete without a delicious spicy salsa of garlic, tomato, onions, and peppers. On the side, some deep-fried little smelts. Don't forget the beer and the cachaça. And enjoy.
Very nice. Yeah, that'll work. It looks like a big grouper.
Big. It's a big redfish today.
Avisa que é pimenta, viu? Que aí o povo come.
Ele sabe.
I have to advise you that
It's spicy.
Spicy.
What's everybody, beer or cachaça?
Os dois.
Both.
Esse é o homem, esse é o mais velho pescador daqui. Ele é o mais velho pescador.
Still working?
O senhor ainda está trabalhando?
Ele vem da pescaria agora.
Trabalha mais do que todos aqui.
He work more than all of them.
No reme com a língua.
They use a line or net?
Linhazol, mão.
Hand line.
Mais simple is just the hand around a piece of wood like that.
Right.
And take like that.
They don't cut the hands?
Always cut the hands.
Fishing anywhere is hard, and the way these guys do it particularly hard. Mostly hand lines from small boats. Just look at these hands.
Okay. You're a hard man, literally.
Você pode comer ou...
Estamos esperando por isso.
Dá-me prato, por favor.
Yeah, that's what I want right here. Oh yeah, jackpot. But that's, if you'll pardon the expression, some good head.
The fisherman loves the head.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's the best part for them.
Ele sabe comer, viu?
Sabe.
Ele sabe comer.
Tuna. Looking good. You can just throw him right on the barbie. Man, it's a good piece of fish. Beautiful. In Rio, if you're anything less than perfectly cut, you feel terrible going to the beach. You never want to go to the beach. Here, I can frolic in a Speedo and feel pretty good about myself. They let it all hang out here.
Chegou a barriga, hein? Olha, que eu já topava Arapuã, uma viagem pra mim, o leite de camelo com pó da ilha, hein?
Caipirinha?
Ah, the caipirinha man. This indispensable icon of Brazilian beach culture is known to start with fresh lime. Muddle and mash with more lime juice, sugar, ice. The magic ingredient, cachaça. That's basically the distilled liquor of the sugar cane. Shaken, not stirred, and you got yourself one of the world's truly great cocktails. A utility beverage good for any time of day or any social occasion.
Very satisfying. We do these toasted cheese things here. Awesome. As good as anything. Casual? If there's anything better than cheese, it's semi-melted cheese. Like, what's the best part of French onion soup? It's the little burnt bits of cheese around the edge. Obrigado. Oh, yeah. It's just as good as it looks. Look at this line. These guys are famous.
Acarajé. I've had it before. I have had it here, in fact. These ladies make it good. Really good. The clothes go back to the newly freed slaves who now were able to practice their religion and began selling the acarajé to support the candomblé community. What is acarajé? Behold, a paste, a batter, a falafel-like wad of smushed up black-eyed peas, seasoned with ground-dried shrimp and onions, deep-fried till crispy and golden in some chili-spiked dende oil. Already, if you're a rookie, you're guaranteed some quality time on the porcelain bus real soon. On the top, you got your vatapá, which is sort of a shrimp curry paste, and your tomato salad. Your fried shrimp, your camarão frito, a must.
All right, beautiful.
Don't forget the hot chili oil. And prepare for liftoff.
Really good.
When millions of Africans were taken by force to Brazil, the traditions, the musical roots they had, instruments they played, their gods, and their food came with them. In the days of slavery, you had to hide that stuff, whether it was your religion or your self-defense skills.
So, tell me about capoeira.
It was a kind of martial art. But in the beginning of 19th century, capoeira became more like a game, and the music instruments were associated to the fight.
No hands, right? All feet and head.
Why no hands?
We use the hands in just a few movements.
Where did that come from, and why do you think that became?
Some people say that this is inspired by the animal movements.
In a recent study observing the comparative destructive power between kicks from various martial arts of karate, Muay Thai, and Taekwondo, it was capoeira that packed the most ferocious impact. The colonial masters knew this and made it illegal for much of Brazil's history. Today, maestras like Janja and Paulinha teach capoeira in classrooms and on stages.
Originally, it was a male-dominated activity. When did that change?
Since the 60s, Master Janja and me, we start our process in the beginning of the 80s.
Right.
And nowadays we have hundreds of women practicing capoeira.
What was it like in the beginning? From the very first women who did it?
Mothers or fathers or the family,
Right.
you know, said that, well, capoeira is not for women. Why you decide to do this?
Afro-Brazilian cuisine is the result of many, many years of cooks experimenting with African and Portuguese dishes combined with local ingredients like seafood, chilies, coconut milk. This is Angelica's house, open one day a week as a restaurant serving her unique style of Bahian dishes.
Beautiful. Wow, look at that.
Looks very good.
How has being a master of capoeira, how has that changed the rest of your life?
I think it's changed a lot. Women in general, they don't learn to fight. Learning how to be involved in real fights, game and fight at the same time. We became more prepared to be involved in symbolic fight. And in our society, the women, they are not so well prepared like men.
It was purely African in the beginning, and now it's Afro-Brazilian form, is that correct?
All the instruments are African instruments.
Right. They're singing, a lot of singing, and it's important.
Yeah. And in Portuguese. But we, in our group and in Capoeira Angola, we start to include music from other African cultural traditions, including lyrics in African languages.
All of the things that we look at as Brazilian, from outside, looking in, the cuisine, samba, all of these things are very African in origin. And this is kind of where that all started, yes? I mean, I don't want to say it's the real Brazil. Everyone looks at Rio as the postcard Brazil, but here it's really, you feel it, those things.
It has to do with this big concentration of Africans since the beginning of the city. It's different.
Quando eu estou dentro de uma roda de capoeira, quando eu estou praticando capoeira, eu estou, na realidade, em busca de superação de uma série de desafios que são construídos a partir da nossa própria autoimagem, né? Você perceber como é que é você estando no mundo sem estar no mundo sozinho.
If, say, you found yourself in Brazil and had the chance to hire a boat, head for the beach with a bunch of new friends, bring along a skilled mixologist expertly trained in the fine arts of caipirinha making, why wouldn't you? Charge across the water, headed for a nice, quiet island, order up some sun to come out from behind dark clouds right about now. Sometimes cliches are cliches for a reason, because they're good ideas to start with, which is why people keep looking for them and doing them over and over. In a perfect world, upon reaching said enchanted island, you'd jump into the warm Atlantic waters. And if you could, you'd have a classic soundtrack to this adventure, like Samba, for instance. Splash around for a while, maybe enjoy a nice cold beer or two.
You truly have not taken a beach until a man has set up the caipirinha station. Then you know the LZ is secure. I love nature and caipirinhas. Whoa, what's going on here? Caipirinha.
Your glass.
Please. Sweet. This alone is an argument for the greatness of this country.
And what goes great with caipirinhas on the beach? How about some barbecue?
You eat it with shell here, by the way. So I'm gonna steak it. Please, Morrissey, don't eat me. Look in your heart. Don't eat me. Oh, no. Oh, not my head. Oh. Ah. Well,
To complete the picture, maybe a large fish, maybe some crab.
you know, anytime you get your Chinese, your Brazilians, and your Italians all agreeing on something, it's pretty clear it's a really good idea. Everybody agrees that this complicated-looking creature with all those troublesome shells is worth the work. So you tear off the little limbs. We'll get to you later, my friends. Rip out the tail. These are the lungs. You don't want them. Now you got all this nice fat in there. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting to the claw. Look at that. What's poking out of there? Oh, yeah. Push it through that little nubbin of goodness, like a celestial nipple. Oh. When people started demanding boneless stuff, like chicken without a bone, or crab meat without the actual crab, or lazy lobster, that was the beginning of the erosion of our society as we know it. If you're not willing to work for a payoff like this, how do you expect us to, like, fight Al-Qaeda if you can't suck the meat out of a crab? A character builder and delicious.
And if your perfect day really did happen, you'd probably let yourself be swept away by liquor and good food and gin-clear water, while all around you, horny Brazilians casually fondle each other, get all dozy, and fall asleep. Some time ago, something crawled or slithered or grew like a fungus. Something that started small, got bigger, lurched like a swamp thing out of the mud and moist earth and humid nights of the Delta. Then, it took over the world. So next time some smart-ass ferner, horrified by our latest ham-fisted foreign policy blunder, wonders out loud, what good is America? Well, you can always pipe up that the blues, rock and roll, R&B, and soul all came out of this place. One state, Mississippi.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Right now we're in the middle of downtown Jackson, Ferris Street.
It's a street with a lot of history, what it used to be like back in the day.
The street was packed with folks. Folks all over, they had their own restaurants, grocery stores, juke joints. I mean, everything happened on Ferris Street that happened in Jackson for the African-American community.
The state capital of Jackson, Mississippi, located along Interstate Highway 55, just outside what's known as the Mississippi Delta. It's the kind of place that makes you wonder, why did they make it the capital? Until you grab hold of what used to be around here. Ferris Street used to be the hub of African-American life in this city, its black commercial cultural center. When Dr. King came to town, he came here. Everybody did. Medgar Evers had an office just upstairs, here. Musicians like Tommy Johnson, Sonny Boy Williamson II, and Elmore James all played here, and the likes of Duke Ellington, Cab Calloway, Count Basie, and Louis Armstrong all took the stage at places like the Crystal Palace Ballroom and the Alamo on Ferris Street.
What happened? Where did it all go?
What killed Ferris Street was immigration. Once we were able to branch out of our own indigenous black-run businesses, the black-owned businesses died.
Right.
So great for the black race, but terrible for the black business. In fact, the only reason you're coming to Ferris Street right now is we have 2 churches, 2 funeral homes, and the Big Apple Inn. So you're gonna either die, worship, or come to my place to eat, and that's the only trap you have.
All three in that, you know.
That's right.
Not in that order, but.
Want them hot? How y'all doing today?
Back when things were hopping, Gino Lee's great-grandfather Juan Big John Mora moved to Mississippi from Mexico City, started a family with an African-American woman in Jackson. He sold hot tamales out of a steel drum on the corner. In 1939, he moved the operation inside, right here. Now, the last restaurant on the street. Lurking inside, waiting for us, is John T. Edge, who leads the Southern Foodways Alliance.
Mr. Edge, how you doing?
Well, sir.
Who makes a point, a mission, out of knowing and teaching as much as he can about the real culinary traditions of the South, and doing what he can to keep them alive and unmolested.
Right. Thank you. Oh, thanks, sir.
Look at that. Awesome. It's just like a dream sandwich.
What you go for here are smokes, smoked sausage sandwiches. And these magnificent beauties, pig ear sandwiches called ears. Both pretty much served with the same garnishes of slaw, mustard, homemade hot sauce on a soft bun.
Now, as I understand it, originally this was one of those, nobody wants these things, they're dirt cheap.
That's exactly right. In fact, by dirt cheap, the ears were actually free.
Right.
When my great-grandfather started getting the pig ears, the local butcher was giving them to him because he was just throwing them away.
It's everything we love about pig, the texture, the makes it fatty, lean, all of that. Oh, that's good. Man, that is just hard to beat.
Isn't that good? Mm-hmm. It's a good sandwich.
And of course, some hot tamales, which at this point in history are about as Mississippi as they are Mexican. Like the blues, they came out of Mississippi in the early 20th century as Mexican migrant workers came in to replace African Americans who were headed to work in the great factories and stockyards of Chicago and Detroit.
You know, sitting down here, eating tamales, we can sketch a history of Mississippi. And that's kind of what I'm most interested in doing, helping Southerners understand that their foods are as African as they are Western European. And
If not
hopefully
more.
by way, if not, largely more, you know, music and, you know, all the other cultural expressions of the South. I think food is a sneaky way of getting at some of the serious stuff we've been talking about.
As I told you before, I didn't know what a cool job or what a cool restaurant I had until you showed it to me. I'm just making a living. You know, just like a lot of folks around Mississippi. We're not trying to make history. We're not trying to increase tourism. All we're doing is doing what we do.
There is a discomfort level about exploring Southern foodways, or particularly Mississippi foodways.
Right.
When you're talking about high-end traditional Southern cooking, you're talking plantation slavery cooking, because that's where these recipes came from. So to revel in that, you don't want to tumble into nostalgia. The potential for awkwardness and offense is enormous.
I want to be careful. I'm not saying that's what I want the South to be. I'm saying that's what people come to the South looking for.
Right.
They come to the South looking for the past preserved in an ember. But the reality is something different. I don't want to fix it in the past. I don't want to fix it in 1865 or 1965. I want it to progress and change. I want to document the change along the way and celebrate that change along the way. The burden of race is upon us, and we ain't gonna shake it. And that can make us better.
I'm a Yankee. So for me, it's kind of shocking to see this flag. It means a lot of things to a lot of people. First and foremost, meaning I'm not a Yankee and I don't much care what you think. There's no doubt that much of Mississippi history is ugly. From slavery, which was pretty much the backbone, the foundation of industry here from the get-go, to Jim Crow, lynchings to church burnings. 14-year-old Emmett Till, killed for talking sass to a white lady in 1955. The assassination of Medgar Evers in 1963. The murders of civil rights workers James Chaney, Michael Schwerner, and Andrew Goodman in 1964. Hell, they had to send in 30,000 armed federal agents, National Guardsmen, and military police just to enforce federal law allowing a black man to attend state college. A notion that was, shall we say, less than popular here. To be honest, that was about all I had for an image of the state of Mississippi. That was all I knew, and it hadn't occurred to me to look further. But I've traveled the world since then, and I visited and learned to love many places not my own, cultures and beliefs very different from the Upper East Side of Manhattan. Why can't I love Mississippi?
All bets are off, I'm through talking. Never gonna fall from my spot, I move August. In September, block your October. So you should be thankful the party's not over. We won the race cause they ran a lame campaign. I'm over here cooking victory, you wanna taste?
Pi Infamous is a proud son and resident of Mississippi, a youth mentor in Jackson's church and public school systems, owner of a marketing agency, and hip-hop artist.
This town, it feels empty. Where is everybody?
I think one thing is a lot of people think that you have to leave Mississippi to be able to do something great. But I think a lot of it is there's so much bubbling in the undercurrent that sometimes isn't seen. And I think it takes an artist who usually takes something that's blank and creates something that's awesome to be able to see the potential in a place, in a canvas, so to speak, that has been vacated by others.
Soul Wired Cafe, one of a number of places where something is going on, where artists, entrepreneurs move into workshops, performance spaces, set up something new and good in formerly abandoned and neglected parts of town.
Yeah, you know the name already, so there's no need for intro. Gather around, get close. The hood is, that's exactly why the hood's here. And if you're trying to find, better look here.
This is a deeply, deeply conservative state, to say the least, right? This is a tough question because I've got my own opinion. Is it more racist in New York?
So I think there are some deeply ingrained problems in Mississippi that are connected to a very ugly past that we share with some other southern states. However, I think as far as we talk about racism expressed through a classist lens, I think Mississippi and New York are on par, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Pi Infamous is originally from Clarksdale in the Delta and went to Ole Miss, but he's neither left nor lost faith. He feels an obligation to empower, uplift, educate, to contribute.
One of the important tasks of musicians is being able to really speak truthfully about what's going on without fear of reprisal, right? It allows the audience then to say, you know what, you're right. Now that you put it to a nice melody or to a nice beat, or you say it in that way, and hopefully then that engages them more and allows them to move. And I don't think any movement in the world has not had a soundtrack, right? Regardless of what it is. And so that's our job.
The hood here, that's exactly why the hood's here. And if you're trying to find, better look here. Close to lines, scared to cross. It's not fair to y'all. Make rules, break rules.
Depending on what metrics you're using, the Mississippi is somewhere between the 10th and the 4th largest river in the world. One thing for sure, it's big, and it's freaking strong. Also, you really gotta put your back into it if you're crazy enough to want to paddle a canoe around in its fast-moving waters.
What's the source of the Mississippi?
Well, anywhere a raindrop falls in 44% of America. Its furthest reach is Three Forks, Montana. If you follow the volume of water, 2/3 comes down the Ohio River. But most people say Lake Itasca, Minnesota.
John Ruskey is what I guess you'd call a river rat. In 1998, he started the Quapaw Canoe Company, a custom outfit that leads guided expeditions on the Mississippi River and its tributaries. As a central part of his operations, he trains local kids from Mississippi and across the river in neighboring Arkansas under an apprentice program, teaching skills like hand-carving canoes, outdoor survival, and the ins and outs of guiding and the history of the river. Most of these kids come from pretty distressed neighborhoods, and the hope, the intent, is that once trained up, they'll stay with the company.
Nice paddling, Tony. You got the feather down.
Thank you. I'll be feeling that tomorrow.
Buck Island. Most of the island could be under 45 to 50 feet of flowing river water from April to June with the spring ice melt and rainstorms.
We do a lot of cooking with Dutch ovens out here.
Multi-purpose and indestructible.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and the next step in this thing is that here are the greens, and we should stuff as many greens as we can into that pot.
Into this right here?
Uh-huh.
All right. So how does your program work? Around what age are they generally when they get first time?
Teenagers. And as soon as they can hold a paddle, the only thing we ask is interest and commitment.
Well, what does that mean, commitment?
We have this thing called the 3 R's, which is respect of yourself, getting good sleep, eating good food, especially before we go on a trip. Second one is respect of other people, other paddlers, and of course the clients. And then the third thing is taking care of the river. And you know, they've been told by their parents, don't get on the Mississippi River. And maybe they don't even know how to swim. And you know, for a young man or woman, overcoming a fear like that and getting in the canoe and then to have people come and appreciate what you're doing is a life-changing experience. But within that is this incredible, bright, and beautiful spirit that is intact in the Delta.
Sweet potatoes, greens, into the Dutch ovens. Throw on the corn when getting close. Finally, on the wet logs on top of glowing coals, lay some steaks, some pork loin and pork tenderloins right on there. Just keep an eye on them.
Good, we have full spectrum of steaks. Potatoes perfect.
Corn on the cob?
Yeah. Hunk of bread. Living large on the Mississippi.
And yes, there is too much food for 2 people. And yes, that is a whole hell of a lot of meat. And I know it would be awful to waste all that extra. But don't worry. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. Because these gentlemen are tired and hungry. Welcome, gentlemen.
Right on, Quapos. Come on. The corn on the cob here, greens.
No, I'll be cookie. Yeah, got a little more of this. Oh, looking good.
Excuse me.
I don't want to say I'm good, but I'm good. All right. Pork, sir? Who's Mrs. Steak here? You, sir? You got? Who needs steak? I feel all Crocodile Dundee. Beautiful. So all that paddling, how bad am I going to hurt tomorrow? Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
I tell you, I got the lead calling.
That hesitation, not a good sign. Those tenderloins are nice. Good stuff. Man, we have mastered the wild today. The Mississippi Delta is a big sponge that stretches between the Yazoo and the Mississippi. It's what's called an alluvial floodplain of about 7,000 square miles, or almost 4.5 million acres. This area used to look very different. Massive, wild, old wood forests and swamps. After the passage of the cheerful-sounding Native Removal Act of 1830, the Delta became open for settlement by any white people crazy enough, hardy enough, determined enough, or just plain mean and greedy enough to come here.
They got that whole plate. That ain't that whole plate. 4 dozen. Do it again.
There's no way to make up for our bad racial past, but you do, the sense of community that keeps people here is evidenced in this place.
Julia Reed is Greenville born and raised, the daughter of a political family, a writer, author, and as Delta as it gets. How long have you been in Mississippi?
22 years. I came in 1992.
John Currents is a celebrated chef who left New Orleans to come to Mississippi and opened first one, then many more restaurants and businesses in the town of Oxford.
I've stayed busy.
And this is Doe's Eat Place in Greenville.
Hello, hi. This is the great Florence Signal.
Wow, it's so good to meet you.
Florence in charge of the salad bowl and has been for a minute. This is Florence's Doe senior sister-in-law. When did y'all open up, Florence? 1930? 41, close enough.
Like a lot of folks around here, Dominic Big Doe Signa got his start selling hot tamales to go. At the beginning, the place catered to the black community. But after word got out how good the food was, white people started coming, which led to a kind of weird accommodation to the segregation of the day. Blacks came in the front, white people snuck in the back. The menu expanded with the clientele. What human qualities are unique or marked in the native of Mississippi?
I cannot address Mississippi because, like I said, the Delta is a whole nother planet.
Okay, better question then. How does the lifelong Delta resident differ from
You had to be a little crazy to want to come in the first place because it was like the swamps, buddy. It was underwater. I mean, you had to be crazy to come, and you had to have enough money to make it work. So you had some sort of gamblers. I mean, that spirit still infuses the place. It's a little reckless. It's sophisticated because they'd all come from elsewhere. I mean, you go from the Delta to the hills. I mean, we're totally snobbish up here, even when we didn't have a right to be. I mean, where you just came from, Jackson. Are you kidding me?
Really?
You'd have to be paid money to go to Jackson from Greenville.
Do they feel the same way down there about you guys?
They don't get us because they ain't got no sense of humor.
So what about the food? Has this place changed at all?
No.
It's been 20 years since I was here last, and literally exactly the same.
Not much in the way of capital improvements or time motion study. The system, such as it is well, crazy. You eat right here in the kitchen. In the division of labor, the flow of work, well, I gave up trying to figure it out 5 minutes in and just figured I'll get loaded and eat all this delicious food. The salad thing is famous. Hand-tossed in the same wooden bowl for decades. The hot tamales, same as they ever was.
And those tamales are just incredible because they're made with the steak drippings and stuff that you're getting ready to see. So it greatly enhances the flavor. Oh my God.
I could eat them till I was sick.
Fries done in cast iron pan on the stovetop. The famous shrimp. Steaks on an old roll-out broiler. Drippings all over the top.
And you know, you're not going to get skinny or healthy eating the hot tamales and fried shrimp and steak at toast. There's no question about it.
Oh, that's good.
Started right here.
Happy. It's the grease that makes it. Uh-huh. Man, that's good. No, you're right about those shrimp. They are delicious.
The shrimp?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a dessert that I should be saving room for?
Are you kidding me? There is no dessert. It's pretty damn bare bones, my friend. If you ask for one, they'll give you a lollipop.
This is exactly what you expect in Mississippi, though, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to look like this.
You know, I moved here from Georgia, and the thing that struck me when I moved here, driving through the Delta the first time, was just how empty it was. Like, you know, it's like everybody left.
The Great Migration. 3 factors. Automation, the invention of mechanical means to pick cotton, the call of better paying jobs in the industries of the North, and of course, freedom.
You know, people think about the blues as a lament. A lot of blues songs are about freedom, about getting the hell out of Mississippi, you know, and there were a lot of reasons to get the hell out of Mississippi for a long time. Now there's a return migration. And there's that whole period, late 60s, early 70s, where kids are bugging out of Brown University to come sit at the foot of an aged blues in Mississippi. There's a cyclical pattern to that. Now, you know, you see people kind of doing the same thing with food. Like there's a whole generation that wants to come down here and sit at the foot of an aged catfish cook.
State Senator Willie Simmons has been an elected official of the Mississippi Delta for 20 years. And he's been running this place, Senator's Place, for 11.
Now, what's the difference between soul food and traditional Southern food?
It depends upon the culture and what neighborhood you was in. If you were in the black neighborhood, then it became soul. We probably put a little bit more of the throwaway in our cooking. The pig feet, the pigtail, the neck bones, and all of that's fatty.
Now you're making me hungry. Now you are definitely.
Well, there's some neck bones out there.
Okay. Oh, excellent. So greens?
Turnip greens.
Oh, I'll have some of that for sure. Is that fried okra there? I'll have a little of that. Yeah, I might need more than one plate at this rate. Let me get some mac and cheese. What's that, lima beans and the red bean. Oh man, that looks kind of good too. Yeah, a little bit of that. Neck bones floating around somewhere? Okay, yeah, I'll have some of those. Little rice and gravy on there? Yeah, thanks. And, I don't know, a piece of fried chicken there. If you got a thigh, that would be great.
Okra's perfect.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man, that's good.
Now, here in the South, if you want to, you can throw your fork away and just grab that egg bone. And...
Oh, yeah, I'll be working on that once.
We forgive you and don't hold it against you.
I'd eat this okra all day long, man. It's good.
And I don't know what you think about those greens and butter beans.
Oh, man, they're nice. Man, that's tasty. Do you think the right people get the credit for Southern cooking as we know it?
I do.
You think the right people get the credit? I mean, look.
I do.
People know. People know who's behind this food, whether it's called soul food or whether it's called country cooking.
How is the Delta, the mindset in the Delta, different than the rest of the state?
No one else can compare with us. Like, there is no other senator who can sit and talk to you and tell you that they represent Dockery Plantation, where the blues supposed to have been born. There's no one else can tell you that in his district is the home of B.B. King. Can tell you that he represents the area where Fannie Lou Hamer came from, where Jerry Butler was born. Go on and name others, the staple singers. When we talk about the heritage and the culture and what comes out of the Delta, that's all within this little district that I represent. So the Mississippi Delta has that pride.
46 miles southeast is Greenwood, a town with a lot of history, most of it of the not good variety. Known, unfortunately, as much for Byron de la Beckwith and Tom Brady's infamous speech after Brown versus the Board of Education as anything else, fairly or not, it's hard to get past that. During all the years of cruelty and struggle from 1933 on, through it all, and until today, this place, Lusco's, was a beloved institution. Once a grocery store, it turned restaurant to the moneyed class, serving them in discreet quarters in the back, where one could enjoy an alcoholic beverage in what was then a dry state.
Still going after all these years and unchanged. Why?
This place is like a reliquary of like indiscretions past, you know?
But maybe, to really tell the story of this place, you have to start with the story of its most famous employee, Booker Wright, who'd been working at Lusco's as a waiter since he was 14 years old.
Glad to see y'all. We don't have a written menu. I'll be glad to tell you what we're going to serve tonight.
In 1965, NBC News came to town, making a documentary on race relations. Booker's entertaining recitation of the menu at Lusco's was famous around town, so they asked him to do his usual routine for the camera.
We have fresh shrimp cocktail, Lusco's shrimp, fresh orchard on the half shell, big orchard.
But at the end of his usual litany is where he dropped the truth bomb that nobody was ready for. Right here.
Now, that's what my customers, I say my customers, be expecting of me. Some people are nice, some is not. Some call me Booker, some call me John, some call me Jim, some call me nigger. All of that hurts, but you have to smile. If you don't, what's wrong with you? The meaner the man be, the more you smile, although you're crying on the inside. I'm not going to tip that nigga. You don't look for no tip. Yes, sir. Thank you. What did you say? Come back, because I take care of you. So that's what you have to go through with. But remember, you have to keep that smile.
Telling the truth was still risky business in 1966 Mississippi, and Booker Wright was not rewarded for his candor.
It was not a good experience for him. It did not make him a star by a...
Not within the white community, but even though Stokely Carmichael maybe first chanted Black Power here, that was less important to the black community here than what Booker said on the NBC News.
Yeah.
The private dining rooms at Lusco's are still here. The menu, much the same. Steaks, fish, the famous broiled shrimp, the Lusco's special salad with the house Italian vinaigrette dressing, and a healthy dose of anchovy. Onion rings.
Salad makes me happy.
Yeah, me too.
Mostly the anchovies make me happy.
Yeah, love those.
Catfish for Mr. Edge, the famous pompano for me.
It's the kind of mark of being a great restaurant in the Delta, if you have pompano.
It's a big damn fish. No way I'm finishing this.
Sitting here, the booths, the curtains, the whole ring bell for service thing, it seems lost in time.
We got a long and ugly history, but one of the things I love about this place is you can't deny the burden of the past. It gets on your shoulders. It's right there. Like, you know, America chooses to deny its problems, you know, in many ways, you know, and declares itself a post-racial society. That just shit doesn't fly in Mississippi. You can't claim that.
Oxford, Mississippi is a lovely, incongruously eccentric little island, a mutation, a college town, a magnet for writers, thinkers, and oddballs, drawn perhaps by its rich literary tradition as the home of one of our greatest authors, William Faulkner. Faulkner was a Mississippi native, a former postman, an outdoorsman, an eventual winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature and 2 Pulitzer Prizes for fiction. He never graduated high school. This was his house, Roanoke. Faulkner wrote such American classics as The Sound and the Fury, As I Lay Dying, Light in August, and Absalom, Absalom. And many of his works took place in a fictional county, a place very much like this place in Mississippi.
This is where Faulkner started his writing career, in this room here.
For the past 10 years, Bill Griffith has been curator at William Faulkner's estate.
He added this room on after he won the Nobel Prize. And on the wall here is an outline of one of his novels.
Yeah, I thought that was his greatest book.
Yeah, Faulkner thought this was his masterpiece.
Jack Pendarvis is the author of Your Body is Changing, The Mysterious Secret of the Valuable Treasure, and Awesome, as well as a staff writer for the game-changing animated series Adventure Time, all works of which I am a huge fan.
So we wrote right on the wall.
He just wrote on it.
It's his
That's
man
it.
cave.
Yeah, it's his version. He said that houses in Mississippi who have a family business have one room dedicated to the family business, and this family's business is writing.
From as early as 1919 through the early 60s, Faulkner wrote extensively about the post-Civil War South. He was the first author to do so, at a time when most writers were writing about anything but.
He always said that he wrote about a South torn between itself, torn between the old ways, the old traditional ways, and modern development. He said he was going to break the antebellum code.
Right.
And he did.
But
He did. And
Yeah,
yet,
house.
he had those hobbies and interests that were definitely of a gentry class and a gentry nature.
His portrait and his horse.
Yeah, there's a great example of him in his writing habit. That's a great example. You do get to a certain level of success, and all of a sudden, this seems like a good idea. And it's never a good idea at that age.
At any age.
Exactly.
Was he politically active at all? I mean, there was a lot going on.
He's a middle-of-the-road Democrat. That's what he said. He said you have to bring black education up with white education. And since the state of Mississippi will not invest in black education, it's up to its citizens to do so. He said that segregation wasn't about being right or wrong. He said any sane, sober Southerner knows that it's wrong. It's about wanting to change or not. But people don't want to give up power. Fear is still alive and well in Mississippi. I think racism is one of those great things in the world that you'll never solve, and that's why Faulkner wrote about it.
Writers, as I know from looking in my own dark heart, are generally terrible people. Put 10 of them together and it's like putting your head in a bag full of snakes. I meet a bunch of them above City Grocery, John Currance's place on the square. There's the brilliant author Tom Franklin and his wife, the poet Beth Ann Fennelly. Grisham writer-in-residence Megan Abbott. Pendarvis, you know, poet Chioma Elliott. Wright Thompson is a senior writer for ESPN. Fellow writer on the series Treme, Chris Offutt. Novelist Ace Atkins. Poet Derek Harrell is originally from Milwaukee. Crime novelist Billy Boyle from Brooklyn. Downstairs, Currance's restaurant, City Grocery, cranks out many delicious things. The man known as Big Bad Chef, aka Johnny Snack, is sending some of those goodies upstairs, as there's nothing professional writers like more than free food.
Usually you put 5 writers in a room, it's an ugly hell broth of envy, hatred.
We all hate Tommy.
Right.
No, that goes without saying.
Even me, I hate me worst of all.
Around here, anyway, the writers are really supportive of each other. For writers to argue would be like arguing over a piece of dirt. I mean, what are we fighting about? The stakes are so low. Why would you be a jerk about it?
If Mississippi were a country and there were a national hero, dead or alive, by consensus, statewide, who would the statue be of?
Elvis.
Really? Wouldn't be B.B. King.
It should be. It should be B.B. King.
I mean,
Yeah, but it would be Elvis.
But it would be Elvis.
Well, I mean, Mississippi is, the joke is that it's not a state, it's a club, that it's so small that everybody knows everybody.
In the middle of Mississippi, Oxford is an oasis of thought and art and literature and feeling and sentiment and everything. They call this place the Velvet Ditch.
Why the Velvet Ditch?
I guess you just roll in, and it's pretty friggin' comfortable, and you don't care much about getting out. Right? Am I right?
Well, no one here seems too bitter about that.
It's a place that needs help, but it's a really great place. We're never leaving.
Is there a distinctive barbecue style in the state of Mississippi?
No, not that we can really discern it all, and it's part of the reason that we wanted to do this. We got our hands on this place and sort of been puzzled for years, what Mississippi barbecue is all about. The more I dug into it, the less and less I could find. So what we wanted to do is sort of take a look at barbecue that surrounds us and see if we could sort of Frankenstein barbecue.
There isn't really any fixed idea of Mississippi barbecue. And other than this place, Lamar Lounge, John Currance's not-for-profit bar restaurant, there's no other pit-smoked whole hog barbecue in the entire state. A 175-pound pig will feed many mouths. About 250 people eat here a day.
Now, this is a not-for-profit establishment? Is that right?
Yeah, it sure is.
What kind of socialist, communist are you up to, Currents? What's going on here? This is the state of Mississippi.
Oh, just a feel-good kind of guy.
Me too. I've been here only a week, and my sentences, they're starting to change already, because it's not just a rhythm to the speech, but the way I'm organizing my thoughts is starting to change.
Some of the Oxford writers from last night managed to make it out of bed, heads pounding, no doubt, filled with a shame and self-loathing surely familiar for writers. But like such greats of the past as Malcolm Lowry, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Charles Bukowski, they too have learned that more alcohol first thing will often make you feel better about the world. Particularly if accompanied by freshly baked cornbread, biscuits, pulled pork off that whole hog, sweet jerk chicken, and brisket. Hell, I feel better already.
The Mississippi that I've received is not the Mississippi that I've had in my head. I was surprised on how sold I was off the bat. If you want to write, come to Oxford.
You think that's true? Well, apparently, yes.
I mean, like that line in Barton Fink, you can't throw a rock without hitting a rider. Then he says, do me a favor, throw it hard.
It's easy to just look at Mississippi and go, that just happens down there, so we're good, our hands are clean. It's a totally misperceived place. When I came, I fell in love with a place I never thought that I would. There's something to it, but you can't put your finger on what it is.
What it is can be found in the dark spaces across the tracks and on the other side of town.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Red Cage Lounge, fronted by the cemetery and backed by the river. Leo Bud, welcome. Your mother.
What is a juke joint? You've heard reference to them, no doubt, but what is it? I guess the first thing you gotta know is it's pronounced juke joint. And this is a real good one. Scholars have suggested the word juk came from the Gullah, descendants of enslaved Africans, and it meant wicked or disorderly, to dance, or a place of shelter. Juke joints started as plantation community rooms during slavery times. They went on to become the small, private African-American run bars, clubs, and lounges. First in rural areas, then in towns and cities, where workers could dance, drink, party and gamble as a respite from the hard labor of Delta sharecropping, tenant farming, house service, and segregation. They were often condemned by church leaders as houses of the devil. William Po'Monkey Seabury runs this place, as he has since 1963, and he makes the rules.
How long has this been a business?
I've been in this place 58 years. I'm 74.
How did you get into this business?
I just got into it. Something I like to do, and everybody come here and enjoy themselves. No problem.
And please explain this policy. You know, no hats backwards and no pants hanging down. What is
That's
that?
right, that's right. If you don't like my rule, don't come, cause.
What are the rules here? No rap music.
No. I'm about that bumper, bumper, bumper. I don't like that stuff. It give me a headache in the brain. I love all blues. All of it good to me, as long as it's blues.
Good R&B?
That's right, that's right.
But no rap?
No, no.
Never. Even if Kanye West wants to rent out the place, you gonna rent it to him?
Yeah, I'd rent it to him.
Okay, just in case.
So I ain't got time to work with them and keep down all this old bullshit. If you ain't come for a good time, stay with me.
Words to live by. Well, thank you, sir. I love your place, and thank you for having us.
Well, you got to come back again.
Oh, I surely will.
I'll find somebody to get naked with you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, DJ, you can kick it back off.
Mama's a bad girl and she's bad. Thursday night, don't forget about it. Karma Radio.
Thursday night is family night at Po'Monkey's. Mostly locals, a mixed bag. The music is classic R&B and pre-disco soul. The attitude, loose. Just familiarize yourself with those rules and there won't be a problem. In the cities of the North, where I come from, in some ways we've been able to buy ourselves free from our past. New arrivals pour in with no memory of the ugly parts of our history. We can afford the luxury of the new. We can live in comfortable bubbles or apartments high in the sky. In many ways, more separate than at any time in history. But for Mississippi, the past is right there to see, still present. And coming to terms with it, not an abstract discussion, but the daily business of life.